Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions. Integrated Campus, Hyderabad, Structural Engineering 1, Reinforced Cement Concrete. I'm Dr. A. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. In last videos, I explained about RCC, that is Reinforced Cement Concrete. What is RCC? What are the materials in the RCC? What is the use of reinforcement in the RCC? So what are the uses of RCC? These are discussed in last videos. In this videos, one more type, pre-stressed concrete. Of course, we studied briefly in previous videos topics. What is pre-stressed? See, in pre-stressed concrete elements, calculated compressive stresses are introduced in the zone wherever tensile stresses are expected when the element is put to use. Suppose a bridge. Suppose your metro is there. While your metro is going, see what will happen? Compressive stresses are introduced where tensile stresses are expected in that element is put to use. Okay, so this is a very important. If you see in metro, you will see all pre-stressed concrete blocks. Okay, so similarly in the bridge girders, bottom of the beam, tensile stresses develop. When deck slab is placed and vehicles start moving on the bridge, what will happen when a vehicle is moving on the bridge? At the bottom, if you see, tensile stresses developed. Hence, before girder is placed on its position, compressive stresses are introduced at the bottom by using pre-stressed concrete technology. Already you have shown one video also. That's why it's one of the important subject in the civil engineering, pre-stressed concrete. RCC, after RCC, this is also very useful, and we have different type of advantage in pre-stressed concrete. So whenever tensile stresses are expected before applying any load, then we need to have, already you should develop compressive stresses in that element. Suppose in this example, bridge girder, when vehicle is moving on the starts and deck slab, automatically tensile stresses develop. But before that, we'll introduce compressive stresses in the bottom by using pre-stressed concrete technology. Okay, then pre-stressed concrete elements, see, listen carefully, calculated compressive stresses are introduced in the zone wherever tensile stresses are expected when the element is put to use. What is that? Suppose a vehicle is moving, started on the bridge. What will happen at the bottom? Tensile stresses will be developed. To take care of the tensile stresses, already we will introduce compressive stresses, okay, by using pre-stressed concrete technology. Thus, in bridge girders, bottom side of beam tensile stresses develop when deck slab is placed and vehicles start moving on bridge. Why I am repeating? Just you understand. When before girder is placed in its position, compressive stresses are introduced at the bottom side. You observe this slide 2-3 times. See, pre-stressed concrete is also very important topic, frequently asked your examinations also. What is pre-stressed concrete? What is the need of pre-stressed concrete? Where you are going to use pre-stressed concrete structures? This is very important. And this is achieved by pulling the high tensile wires or steel before concrete is poured in the form of work of beam, and releasing the pull only after concrete hardens. That is pre-tensed, pre-stressed concrete. As I explained, if you look at this sentence, how this is achieved, pre-stressed concrete, by pulling the high tensile steel wires or steel before concrete is poured in the form of work of beam or any structural element, and releasing the pull when after concrete hardens. See that settlement after concrete harden will remove that releasing pull. So I will show that figure also. In another method, there is another method also. It may be achieved by providing a duct from end to end in the beam while casting the beam. We'll provide a duct when we are going to cast a beam. The high tensile wire is passed through the duct, and after stretching, it is anchored to the end of the beams. This is called post-tension pre-stressed beam. See, there are two types: post-tensioning pre-stressed and pre-stressed pre-tension pre-stressed beam. Post free. After casting, before casting, we will have to pull the reinforcement. See, what is precast concrete? Usually concrete structures are built by casting them in the final position in the site by providing formwork, pouring concrete, and then removing the formwork. See at the site, what we have cast, we have formwork. We'll pour the concrete and removing the formwork. This is called cast in situ construction. See, if concrete elements are cast in the factories or elsewhere and transported to their final destination, they are called precast element. See here, this is very important. Here, precast concrete member will cast somewhere else and will transport this to the site. Suppose your metro is there. All precasted blacks, they are made at the site, not uh, at the place on the road. They constructed somewhere else, and these are transported by the cranes, and they will place in the final destination. This is only important and typical work in the pre-stressed. Otherwise, it's very uh, important and good technology what we are using in the precast members, and they are called precast elements. So this is regarding precast. What is precast? If concrete elements are cast in the factories or elsewhere, okay, in industries, and transported to the final destination, bridges, where we will cast somewhere else, okay, and they are called as precast elements, right? Since these elements are cast in the factories where the controls are better, because in practical, suppose if you see in highway, if you use your precast pavements, you can't construct at the site because there are many disturbances will be there at the site. But in the factory or your industry, you can cast, you can control the in better way. You will have full equipment and skilled labor in the industry, so that you can cast in the factories where controls are better. The supervisors is better, the supervision is better than your at site conditions. However, for anything, there are some disadvantages are there. What are the precast members? Generally, the one of the main disadvantages is the cost of transportation, because these are heavy structures. We required heavy cranes, so these costs will be more. Okay. Otherwise, this is one of the best method, pre or post tension structures. And what are the uses of the precast members? You can use pipes or tanks. Okay, these pipes where you can arrest leakages, cracks in the uh, pipes or tanks. Poles, generally what you are saying, current electrical poles, piles, sleepers. In railway sleepers pavement, these are precast members, precast and pavement. Of course, these are very small size. It is easy to transport, but for bridges, for like metro, you will have big structures. There will have transportation problem. For sleepers, all this is the best technology we are using, precast concrete structures. Lintel beams. See, when you see at site, what will happen? Door or windows will precast the member and will lift that precast lintel member element on the and will have place at the required place. Beams, girders, building blocks, wall panels, manhole covers. These are different types of you used these in the structures, precast concrete structures used in these areas. And we'll see some more important precast and members in the next videos. Thank you.